Hello Leos, welcome back to my channel. This is a reading for the first half of May. As always, thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please remember these are general, and if you like a personal reading with me, that information and also how to donate to my channel, which I greatly appreciate all of you who have done that and are doing that. All that information is in the description box down below. So let's see what is coming on for my Leos. What is happening in the first half of May, and leave me a comment if this resonates, and please share my videos. So I do have the card of bondage and we have the card of soulmate. So some of you, this can be in regards to a relationship. Some of you could be feeling trapped. Some of you could be feeling in that place of fear. So the bondage card is like the Eight of Swords. So what is the Eight of Swords and the bondage card? This is when we tie ourselves up, right? He's all tied up, listening to the ego, the mind. And this is asking you to let go of that. So if you're feeling trapped in any situations right now, it is asking you to really release it, to really create your own way out, because you created your own way in. Bondage is something that happens within the mind, right? So it's the story that you tell yourself, the negativity that you tell yourself, and it's asking you to start to see the positive things. And you know, when I'm looking at this, it's like when you free yourself from any negative thoughts and beliefs, and what you first need to do is you need to become aware of them. And when you become aware of them, then you are the observer of these thoughts. So if some of you is in regards to relationships, if you're very negative that, oh, you'll never have one, or if the one that you're in, that you fill in the blank, or whatever that is for you. So this card soulmate for me is that, you know, first I become my own soulmate. So this is in regards to your relationship. How do you see yourself? Because when you understand that every relationship that comes into your life is a mere projection of yourself, of the things that are triggering within you, so they actually come into your life to help you release the triggers and help you reconcile with yourself. So this is asking you to really, you know, do you have a fear of being in relationships? What is this coming up to? You know, do you have the love for relationships? How do you see relationships? Do you see relationships as somebody who ties you down? Do you feel negative in relationships? So we'll get a little bit more clarifications with this card of bondage and soulmate. And let's see what other cards are coming out here for you. Hang on one second, take that ring off. So let's see with the animal spirit. Okay, right away, these two cards want to come out. Watch your words and act as if. Okay, so again, it is the things that you tell yourself, right? Like I was just saying. So watch your words. And this isn't just to other people. This is really to self. So I'm not good enough. I'll never have that. I don't have time for that. I feel caged in. It's not the right timing. Others have left me. I can't trust other people. You fill in the blank, right? 45 is 9, so it's completing that. It's asking you to complete this bondage, the things that you tell yourself, the negative thoughts, the negative thinking, the negative words, how you speak to others about your relationships, about yourself. So it's really asking you to set yourself free from that. You know, you want to look at the positive things. Oh, I learned so many lessons from ... It was such a beautiful relationship. Oh, but I thought that person cheated, or that person left you. Yes, but that person showed me a lot of courage and strength within myself, showed me where I was, you know, not in alignment with love and with truth, and I was looking at things from a negative standpoint. So when you really get to see your own wordage, then you get to shift it, because like attracts like, and whatever you're saying, that is what you're attracting. Soulmate, act as if you already have the love of your life. 5 is change, 14 comes down to a 5. So this is really shape-shifting. When we shape-shift into the things that we desire as though we already have it, then we're really going to bring it in. It's not something in the future. So act as if you're in a beautiful, harmonious, loving relationship. Act as if you're in the most beautiful relationship with your coworkers, with your family, with your business, whatever that this is for any of you and for all of you. But the card of soulmate, this is really making that dedication to yourself, to both sides of yourself, the masculine and the feminine, as though you're already living the kind of life that you desire. I love this card. This card also came out for Cancer. Let's grab one of these cards here, and let's just see. Let's put this card right here, the act as if. So right now it's telling you to act as if, and really let go of the negativity, let go of the things that you tell yourself. And if you need to, look at this, blame. And so you are to really come out of this energy. I accept responsibility for my well-being, absolutely, and grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Yes, it's everything I was just saying. The orange and the yellow. So what was I saying? This is the masculine and the feminine, the solar and the sacral chakras. So really bring some healing to those things. Get some Reiki, do some work here with really aligning the masculine and the feminine. So if there's any regret, any beliefs, anything of that nature, right? And it says, I know that I cannot change the past, but the only way you can change the past is by the story that you keep saying. So if you get rid of the grief and the blame and the regret and instead bring the wisdom of all your experience, now you're telling a new story, right? You're not saying the same old story of what has happened. And now you're freeing yourself and you're acting as if now you have the most beautiful relationship, because the things that you're bringing in is one of love and light. King of Fire comes out along with the Moon, the first two cards out. So the King of Fire here is all about, again, this is how are you within your own heart? Are things illuminating to you? This is in regards to being very passionate and creative and living from the heart. This is your own card. It's the card of Leo. Leo lives from the heart. Leo is to have the strength and the courage to tame that mind, right? So it's asking you to tame your mind and to start going from your mind to a heart base, really living from the heart. And this is the place where everything comes into fruition, because the mind, if you're blocking the heart because the heart is hurting, the heart is broke, the heart is in grief, the heart is in blame, then what you're doing is that you're shifting your vibration into a negative place, hence you keeping yourself in bondage. So now this is asking you to really shift that place. And the Moon shows up and the Moon says, these are your deepest fears. Number 9 is asking you to complete that, to really go within the shadow and to see, what is showing up here for you. What do you believe about? You have some fears in regards to intimacy or in regards to connection. And it's asking you to shed light on that. And this is also Pisces Cancer card. And this is asking you to really dive in deep and to look at, what is holding you back. Again, what stories, what are you scripting here with act as if? What is it that you're saying? If it's in regards to grief and in regards to pain and in regards to lack, then this is what you're really bringing back about. So you really want to dive in deep and put a light to those things that have been suppressed, so you can start to trust yourself and trust your intuition. It's the card of diving in and really trusting your own intuition at this time, so you can see what has been blocking you from your soulmate or from your success in whatever that is, the life that you want to live. We have the card of Seven of Water. Seven of Water is the card of illusions, is the card of fantasy. So this can act in two ways. One is act as if, so go into a place of fantasy and act as if you already have all these things that you want and put a lot of feelings into it. Water card is all about feelings and our emotions. So what feelings are you putting into the things that you desire? It's like that vision board. It's one day. No, it's happening now. Act as if. Or you could be in the illusion, right? Into this place of, oh, I always bop, 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 bop. And then you go negative. So you're not seeing things from a higher perspective. You're in this fantasy and illusions that relationships bring pain, relationships bring grief, or life brings grief, or jobs bring grief, and then you blame other people instead of really seeing that exactly what it is happening. You go into this place of illusion, this place of fantasy. We could trick you, right? And it's asking you to come out of that energy. I'm going to use the Light Seers deck, and let's see. Let me just see one more card here for the blame. Is there another card that wants to come out? Okay, yeah, this card came out. So I do have Justice and Two of Water in reverse that popped out. Again, it's very out of balance, out of harmony. Libra, again, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Two of Water is the Two of Cups. And this is, the things that have not worked out, whether this is in relationships, family, friends, whatever that this is for you, whatever ship that is for you. So you really want to come out of this place of grief and blame when it comes to you and your soulmates. We're all soulmates. So you're saying, every time I get in a relationship is out of balance. They want too much or they're not giving enough. And this is contract. Some of you could be divorcing. Some of you could be leaving a relationship. And there's a lot of blame and grief that is gone within this relationship. So we're going to get a little bit more clarifications with these cards, and let's see what is going on here for you. So let's pull some cards and let's see what is going on. Let's clarify here with the King of Water. Okay, so there's communication that is coming in. So for some of you, either you're looking at other people's stuff or other people could be coming in for you, but this is also communication. Again, this is how you communicate. This is exactly what I'm saying. How are you communicating to the universe? Are you from a place of blame, grief, shame, regret? These things don't happen for me. It's not timing yet. It's, again, your wordage. What are you using? And then we have the card of the Devil in this reversal. So this is beautiful because this is that bondage. This is what you're releasing yourself from. Releasing yourself from the bondage of other people. Releasing yourself from codependency, from negativity, from grief, from blame, from shame, from addictions, from obsessions, from thinking that there's lack of. So these are the things that when you really release that, when you bring that fire and passion within, then you can really see the illusion of the devil. The devil shows up to teach you lessons. The devil shows up. It's got its job. Its job is to sit and poke you and to bring that pain so you can have the wisdom to have a breakthrough into a new version of yourself and recognize the things that you have been bondage to it. So it's asking you to be releasing. So if this is a relationship that was toxic to you too, it is being released. It is being taken. And then we have the Moon here with the Page of Pentacles. So one step at a time, take it easy on this journey. This is planting the seeds. So when you really look at what is in the way of acting what is, and you're saying, oh, it's taking too long. But again, watch your words. It's not taking too long if you're acting as if you're living that life in love, in life, and in whatever it is that you desire. So this is really saying this is a pentacle, so it's solid when you act as if you're really bringing things to fruition. It's too many cards. You're bringing things to fruition, and it's just asking you to trust it. Here from the Queen of Cups with the Seven of Water and grief, some of you could be having a grief over with a female or a mother or a woman here. So it's asking you to nurture that part of you that's within yourself and come out of any illusions. Don't be blaming your grandmother and your mother and your friends and all of those things. This is getting a hold of your emotions. She's above water, very intuitive, very empathetic, and this is holding that cup and it's got a lid on it. So some of you could be holding back in love because there's grief and blame, and the others of you is really saying to cut through the illusions and really write a new story when it comes to yourself, when it comes to the matters of the heart. So let's grab a couple more. Yes, this Seven of Wands comes in its sideways. Seven of Wands shows up and says, this is the card where you feel like you're battling other people and you constantly need to stand your ground. Things that are out of balance, out of harmony. Again, it came like this. It said balance, listen to other people as well. Everyone has their own story, and you don't have to make a contract with other people's stories, just to listen to it. So, when we're listening, what we're doing is we're seeing everyone's story for whatever it is that they've gone through from their perspective. It doesn't have to be your story. It's a way of just communicating. What is it that you're communicating? I love this. Look at that. The Lovers making a choice, making a decision, coming out of indecision when it comes to a relationship. And this is really seeing yourself. And, some of you don't see victory within the relationship that you've been with. You don't see success in that, and you want to leave this relationship. And for others of you, what I'm saying is that others of you are just trying to work. So if you don't come out of blame, guilt, and shame when it comes to you in relationships, then you're going to feel stuck. But if you turn it around and you act as if, and you turn things around, look at that. Yeah, some of you are going to be single and walking away. So for some of you, if this is in regards to a relationship, you're really looking at your own value, you're looking at your worth, you're looking at your own independence, and you're walking away from anything that is emotionally not fulfilling, because what you desire is right here, that soulmate with acting as if, one that is not one, based on codependency and pain and negativity and hurt. And what you want to do is really claim your own value and your worth and have a new beginning into all the things that you desire, because the Empress, she has everything. She is She is of so much value and worth, and she knows it. She's very rich in life. So acting as if you have all the things that you desire. Why? Because you left something that was no longer emotionally fulfilling, going towards your ninth cup. So let's bring you absolutely beautiful bottom of the deck. Again, the moon. So really doing that shadow work and going within and really being honest with yourself and really tapping into that wisdom of the intuitive, right? And then we have the card of dreams at the bottom and the card of passion. So the third eye, and we have the sacral, and we had said that here. The sacral is all about creativity. It's the feminine. It's how you see the feminine. It's how you nurture the feminine. So it says, turn your fear of change into excitement for change. Yeah, absolutely. I'm really seeing you going heart-centered, leaving toxicity. You going within, you realizing what it is that you want. You're breaking through grief, blame, regret, shame, anything that has been out of balance and out of harmony for yourself. And now you're coming into a place of dreams. Dreams are where your mind translates the divine. And absolutely, so pay attention to your dreams. Until next time, sending you much love. Much light. Namaste.